How are you doing? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. We are the Wawerus. Okay, I keep saying we are the Wawerus on this parenting content. I should have started. Welcome back to this channel. I am one of the Wawerus. Yes, that should be nice. I am one of the Wawerus, and we are all about living life and changing lives. And as usual, we believe in being leaders and not followers, and in life we don't give up. Anyway, guys, so I'm about to prick parents. Okay, I'm about to prick the world. I'm about to prick people. There's no excuse to being an absent parent. Yeah, I know that. I've said that so many times. Yeah, I have. So today I'm talking about one of the most major issue that is affecting our generation. And it's called screen time. Guys, your child has an iPhone. Wow. I don't even have an iPhone. Your child has an iPad. They have a tablet, a TV at home. Actually, nowadays, most kids don't watch TV. They have a phone. They have, yes, all those things. So today we're talking about screen time. Guys, the overstimulation of our children's minds is scary. We have children who speak fluent English. They twang. It's actually in British or American accents. We have kids who actually sit down and narrate something, and then you'll be like, wow. And we have kids who've crammed all the action figures and what they do and everything like that. But the same children cannot solve a single problem, like how to make an omelette or something. Yeah. Like how to clean after themselves, like how to make their bed. Yes. Why? Because our kids are so into screen time that we don't have any time to teach them the basic things they need in life. And let me be honest, screen time is not bad. No, having a phone is bad. They rather have a tablet. That's those small screens for your baby. They're no good. Let's start with the eye problem, mental problem, the overstimulation, and the fact that it's not controlled. Like for a TV to run, people might pass 1 or 2 times and see what they're watching. But their phone, do you even know what they're watching? Yes. So the first thing I'm going to talk about screen time. Okay, first of all, the first thing is, do you allow? Comment down below and tell me if you allow. That is the first thing I will ask. The first thing I'm going to talk about screen time, no matter what they watch, they will learn. No matter what you give your children to watch, they will learn something from there. Whether you are giving them Bible studies, whether you are giving them Cocomelon, whether you are giving them number blocks, whether you are giving them Akili Kids, whether you are giving them soap operas that you watch every night, whether you are giving them Spider-Man, Superman, Ben 10, all those action figure things, they learn from it. No matter what you give your children to watch, they're learning from it. So ask yourself, what are they learning? Which brings me to the next point. There's a difference between creativity and actually being smart and cramming. Some kids may be on TV watching, learning English, but are they cramming it? Or are they actually smart enough to know the principle behind it? How does it work? How does it go? So no matter what they watch, they are learning. But are they cramming, or are they learning the principles on how to do it and take it and actually help them in their studies? So please, always do a check-in of, you are watching this show, what have you learned from it? If it's a positive show, ensure that they learn the principle and not just cram what was said there. And most children actually are not interested in things that will teach them. It's not even important. The next point is limit. Guys, I do not emphasize this enough. Limit. Too much of anything is poisonous. Limit. If they can do books 24 hours a day, that one they limit for themselves. Even the food you give them, you don't give them junk every day. You limit. Can you also limit screen time? Limit. They don't need their tablets throughout the day. They don't need to switch on the TV from morning to evening. They need to go outside and play. They need to learn how to cook with you. They need to clean their rooms. They need to take their books. They need to do some coloring. Limit. And they need to spend time with you. Yes, if you're giving them because you're not there, yeah, they need to spend time with you. So limit. And I will tell you why I've insisted on the limit. Currently, we have these parents of saying that I'm limiting my screen time, I'm buying books. Everyone is online posting the book they're reading this week, this month, this year. Yeah. But why are you not showing off the books your kids are reading this year? Why are you not giving your kids books to read too? So ensure you also give them books to read. Just as you're trying to limit your screen time, always give them books to read too. There's so much knowledge in books. There's so much smartness in books. There's actually so much mental clarity and mental healing and actually healthy minds in books. Yes, so also take note of that. Now, here is where now this is contradicting. Some schools actually have screen in their schools whereby kids have to learn computer and kids have to learn AI. Kids in Kenya, hata CBC got confused, we are not doing AI yet. Where kids have to learn computers, where kids have to do coding. I've seen people do robotics right now. Coding and robotics is common in schools right now. So in this generation, they actually need it to learn. And I don't have a problem with that because I've seen kids who've gone places based on the fact that they're so good and knowledgeable in computer. My son is actually good in computer, and yes, that's computer for learning. Don't be fooled. There's a difference between what they learn, what they're learning, and what you're exposing them to. And which brings me to the next point. Parental control is key. I will not emphasize this enough. Control your child's watching habits, people. Take that tablet. Go and see the history. They're too smart, they can delete. Okay, please ensure you know what your child is watching. A good rule of thumb, like the one I use, is my kids do not use the screen without an adult present. So if I give them, let's say for example, my son takes my iPad. I'm just there. They're on my bedroom, I'm doing my thing, and they're doing their thing. But I'm seeing what they're watching. And sometimes I'll actually watch with them to see if I can enjoy what they're watching. Currently, actually, there's this show that my little boy loves watching, Vlad and Nikki. I don't know why I love that show. My firstborn loved Diana and Roma, and I love those shows, honestly. I don't know why, but they're good. So if you watch what they're watching, like sit down and watch what they're watching, believe you me, you will know that you are in control more, and you will actually show them the shows that are good for them, and you will actually read between the lines in the show, because there are shows that look good outside, but in between the line they're not so good, and you are there telling yourself hata elewa. Kids understand more than the generation alpha wanajua mingi kunishinda. It is scary. Yes, and not once or twice I've corrected my son thinking that he's wrong, yet on Google it is actually right. Yes. So if the screen time is not controlled, it's actually wrong for your child to be on screen. If it's not controlled, keynote, big letters, it is wrong. So without parental control, keep off the screen. Yes. Now here's another thing. Now this I think I've told you the things you need to take note of. You're in charge. And there's another thing. They will not die because you've said in your house there's no screen time. Actually, not. I promise you, if you say that I'll not buy my child a phone, I'll not buy them iPad and tablets. Instead, I'll buy them the latest bikes, and I'll buy them skateboards, and I'll buy them books, and I'll buy them cutest. They will not die if you take away the screens. Were you raised with screens? Are you dead? No, they will not die. And they're not behind. They're actually smart. So you actually have the liberty of saying, my children do not need to know what Spider-Man does, do not need to know what this does. They actually need to know about the color. They need to read comic books, they need to color a lot, they need to read storybooks, they actually need to write a few passages, they actually need to go outside and ride bikes, they actually need to enjoy sports. I need to pay for them swimming classes and piano classes. There's so many other things that your kids can do to look cool. It doesn't need to be the cramming they do on screens. Your kids will not die. So it is not a must. So, guys, now that I've talked about, so you're in charge. Remember, if I'm saying they're not die, it means you're in charge of the screen. So parents, you are in charge. Whatever you choose is up to you. If you want them rotten, it's also up to you. Now I'm going to prick someone. Yes, I'm going to prick people. I am going to prick a lot of people because this is a majority of the people who have your kids. Guys, you take your kids to school. For those who prefer to do homeschooling, you're in totally control. You can even decide not to buy a TV at your home. That's on you. I always say homeschooling is not for poor people. Most of them are not doing CBC. I'm not saying CBC is for poor people, but I'm only saying that it's your responsibility as a parent to ensure that you expose your children to as much as you can, because no one else is going to do it for you. And also at the same time, to give them the best and the brightest of future. Yeah. So, let's now talk about the most important thing. Schools. Guys, you innocently take your child to school. Then while you're scrolling through TikTok, because you are an adult, you have a TikTok account, you find the school your child goes to is on TikTok and your child is dancing there. Oh my God. Or you're not even the one who saw it. Your sister calls you. Hello, I even saw your child on TikTok. On the school they got to there on TikTok. They dance there. Parents, did you sign a media consent for your child to be on TikTok? I don't care if your child is talented or not. First of all, schools being on TikTok, I've always been okay with it if I signed a media consent. If I signed a media consent for my child to dance on TikTok, and please, if I'm coming to sign a media consent, hapo chini niandikie, they will also be dancing on TikTok. Are you okay with that? You are not going to market your school in other platforms. Let me tell you, it's different for them being on TV for being good in sports. It's different for them being on national TV for being good in sports, or for them being on social media because you as a mother, you posted your child on social media. And yes, we are the Wawerus. We are all over social media. That's a fact. But actually, you know my kids. But I chose to post. Now, please ensure that whichever your child, the school your child goes into, you sign a media consent for them to participate in anything called media. And as I say that, guys, we do The Young Magazine, the only kids magazine in this country, and I will tell you this for a fact. The faces you see here, or the faces you see inside, let me see the one that I can open, or the faces you see inside, all the faces you see inside, these parents sign a media consent. And I will tell you why. A school is a business. Yes, it's a business. And that's why for you to appear in The Young Magazine as a school, you pay for it. Why do you pay for it? I need to facilitate the production and the distribution of the magazine. That is what I do. And to pay people who have actually done the job. So if I am doing that, it means that I need to have kids, only the kids that the parents have approved and consented to that. The Young Magazine is a media platform whereby it's print. For someone to get to see your child, they bought the magazine. So it's by choice. Understand? They bought the magazine, so it's by choice. And thank you so much for everyone who buys the magazine. Thank you, because our readership has gone so high, and you pushed us so much into overprinting, by the way, guys. Well, sit on a print. But we need media consent for us to feature your child so that you can be comfortable. I know that the distribution is based on everything that we told you. Now you are at home scrolling TikTok. You will not sign a media consent and your child is on TikTok. Think as a parent. Is it right? And another thing is, The Young Magazine most of the time showcases talents of children. So for your child to be exposed there, you as a parent actually want your child to be seen there. Some kids are just innocent in school. They don't even love being on the camera. They actually don't even like their pictures taken. We have those personality of children. And now they're on TikTok dancing because they fear their teachers might get mad at them, so they have to dance like other children. No, people. Sign a media consent because as a parent, you can know that your child is not even interested in being seen. Why is the school showcasing them? I don't need them there. So I'm signing a media consent so that my child will not be seen there because I know they are not comfortable in that camera. I hope I've made myself clear. And that's why for The Young Magazine, we feature kids who we know, the parents have known these children are actually in need of being in The Young Magazine. There are kids in those schools who have TikTok accounts. Those are kids who love TikTok. But these are children who do not want screen, who do not want to be seen. So for the Young Magazine, these are kids who are talented, who are skilled, and they want to be seen. These are parents who've seen that I want to honor my child and give them a page when they graduate in the Young Magazine. That's a choice you make, you and your child, to make every one of you comfortable. This other one that they were dancing on TikTok because their school is on TikTok. That one no. That one is a no. Ama ako kwa billboard na ujue unatembea kwa barabara mtoto wako ndio ana market shule. Shule yao kwa billboard. Anyway, guys, like I said, it's a choice. You have a choice to make. Think about parental control and think about the shows your child watch. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. I love you for the support you've given in this parenting content. And until my next video, I will see you all soon. Please subscribe and tell me in the comment section, are you a supporter of Screen Time? Bye, guys.
Keep on shining.